Are you looking for a fun deck to play in a Brawl Midweek event? Or maybe just a fun commander from Spider-Man to play with your EDH group? Or maybe, just like me, you need to complete some white quests for your daily rewards? Well, if so, you've come to the right place. We've got Verilax, the Havenskin, also known as Anti-Venom. Let's go. Okay, welcome to the Attic Manadad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. But as I said, this can also work in paper for your EDH deck. Verilax, if you don't know, same as Anti-Venom in paper. They didn't get the rights to put the Spider-Man cards digitally, so we've got these other names, and I'm just going to call him Verilax because that's what he is in this picture. 5/5 legendary creature, symbiote hero, costs white. And if you're thinking devotion, I'm thinking the same thing. We'll get into that in a bit. When Verilax enters, if he was cast, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, you get a little bit of value if we've got a creature in the graveyard. So we're going to try to make sure we've got a creature in the graveyard. But then the key ability of Verilax / Anti-Venom is if damage would be dealt to Verilax, prevent that damage and put that many +1/+1 counters on him. So how are we going to do that? Well, we have a lot of fun, sneaky ways of doing that. I think the best way is just to kind of go through each card. If you just want to jump and see the gameplay, it's pretty fun. Opponents really have trouble wrapping their mind around that last ability. If damage would be dealt, he's going to grow. And so we have a number of tricks to take advantage of that. So let's just start at the top. Chrome Mox, obviously 5-mana commander. It's going to be hard to ramp into, so ramp is going to be important in the deck. Alseid of Life's Bounty. We're going to also want to be able to protect Verilax because there's no point in growing him and then if they just remove him. So we really have to worry about destroy-based spells. Also exile-based spells, but those are harder to get around. But anyways, Alseid, I guess, could save from an exile-based spell as long as it has a color. Dauntless Bodyguard can give Indestructible, so that's good. Divine Resilience can give Indestructible to Verilax and also the whole team, which is nice. Elspeth's Smite does double duty here for us. It's a removal spell, but look, it can deal 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. It doesn't say an opponent controls. So this is a giant growth. Where is it? Elspeth's Smite is a giant growth for our Verilax if we need it. Esper Sentinel, of course, we need to be able to draw, and people mostly just put this card in the graveyard, so it's a nice removal magnet. Verilax comes back down. The Sentinel's back. He's annoying. Final Showdown, we have the ability to give stuff indestructible as one of the abilities. It's also a board wipe if we need it in the late game, and taking out all abilities of opposing creatures could be useful. Actually, don't really want to do it to our Verilax, so yeah. Be careful with that mode. Focus Fire deals X damage to target attack or blocking creature, whereas X is the number of creatures and or spacecraft you control. I don't believe we have a spacecraft, so just all about the creatures. Similar to Elspeth's Smite, we can be dealing damage. Gideon's Sacrifice is hilarious with Verilax. Don't sleep on this one. Choose a creature or planeswalker you control. All damage that would be dealt this turn to you and permanents you control, it's instead dealt to Verilax. So opponent comes in with their big swing, 1 mana, we just say, no, actually, Verilax is taking all that damage. Oh, and guess what? That damage is getting prevented, and Verilax is huge now, and I'm hitting you on the crackback. Joust Through, similar thing, deal 3 damage. We can also gain a little life. Lauren's Escape to give Hexproof and Indestructible to get around those removal spells. Mana Tithe, also very fun to get around the removal spells. Novice Inspector, just a nice ETB creature that we can trade off with it after it comes down and then get value out of it again with Verilax. When I was playtesting the deck, one of the things I really was missing was card draw, and so that's why Novice Inspector is in here as just a good value in card draw. Allenbach Export, well, Verilax is often going to have a +1/+1 counter, so giving it lifelink and Indestructible is nice. We also put it in this card can put itself in the graveyard to be brought back by Verilax. Portable Hole, Seam Rip, just a little bit of more interaction with opponent. Restoration Magic to give Hexproof and Indestructible. And looks like you can give multiple permanents Hexproof and Indestructible, and then or all permanents Hexproof and Indestructible, and gain some life. And I guess the life gain is actually relevant. It's just incidental, but Brawl is a pretty fast format now if you haven't played lately, and so that's good. Selfless Savior, another guy puts himself in the graveyard and can be brought back. Swords to Plowshares, just premium removal. Thraben Inspector, copy number 2 of Novice Inspector. Zac Fair, again, be able to sacrifice, give indestructible. And can you tell we really want Verilax to stick around? Lava Spur Boots, giving Verilax haste and ward 1 is nice, but even better is giving him trample once we got him really big. So trample and lifelink from Shadow Spear, really nice. Ademi of the Silk Shoots, I don't know what this is in Spider-Man. It's some Spider-Man, but anyways, it's a 3/2 flash. You can sacrifice it. Hexproof and indestructible. Archivist of Ogma, it's more card draw whenever opponents are searching their library. And again, we like these cheap creatures that can put themselves in the graveyard like Cathar Commando or Felidar Cub and come back. Kabira Takedown. It's a land. It can also deal damage to Verilax as an actual pump. Same with Kellen's Lightblade. Philia, Exuberant Shepherd. We can use this to blink stuff because we do have a lot of ETB creatures. I don't know, just a good value creature. I don't remember exactly what my thinking was on Philia, but it survived a number of cuts in the list, so there you go. Remorseful Cleric, another small creature, can put itself in the graveyard. Robe of Stars is now on Arena, if you don't know. Being able to phase out Verilax is a nice way to protect it. It is a bit expensive. I think if you're optimizing this list, you probably don't put Robe of Stars in, but it's just a new card. I thought we'd get and play with it. Looks really cool in this treatment. Shelter by Ghosts is kind of premium removal these days. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Since if our opponents are drawing too many cards, at least we can stop that. So that Spirit of the Labyrinth is a nice one. Splitskin Doll can draw some cards. Stoneforge Mystic, go get one of our fun things like Shadow Spear, can be, you know, the finisher. And then where is it? Swiftfoot Boots. This is a classic Stoneforge Mystic target in Brawl or EDH. Westfold Rider, sacrifice, blow up an artifact or enchantment. Cloud, also go search up an equipment. Arcane Signet for ramp. Cold Steel Heart for ramp. Ornithopter of Paradise for ramp. Solar Transformer for ramp. Maze Mind Tone for some good card draw. Cloak of the Bat, another way to make Verilax evasive to have that win condition. Mere Convert, what does this do? Oh yeah, there's more ramp. And that's the 2-drop slot. 3-drop slot, Heliod. There are some combos you could put in this deck with Heliod if you want to go for more like life gain, +1/+1 counter synergies. So Heliod's kind of glancing at that. Obviously, Teferi's Protection is a white staple. Enduring Innocence, we got all these little creatures, so we're getting some card draw out of those. Skyclave Appetizer. This is removal on a body that we can bring back because it is a creature card that can go to the graveyard often. Werefox Bodyguard, similar. Heraldic Banner and Celestis, we do actually have some 3-mana ramp, including the 4-mana ramp, which is Nyx Lotus, which it taps to add 5 as long as Verilax is down. So try to keep an eye out for that one. We got another Heliod here. And again, these Heliods do very nicely with the Devotion is more of why they're in here at the moment. But, you know, you can build around it. Smothering Tide. To ramp and just to annoy opponents. Biza, because it does everything. Flare of Fortitude. Remember, we want to get a small creature in the graveyard, so the cost of sacrificing a non-token white creature is not as high as it might look. And in the mana base, a lot of planes. We really need to make sure we're hitting the Verilax, and otherwise, you know, a few little utility things. Cave of the Frost Dragon can become a flyer. A Ganjo, Seed of the Empire, can be removal. You can also use it to, again, deal 4 damage target attacking or blocking creature. That includes Verilax. So that will give Verilax a nice little pump. Cavern of Souls against the control decks. Nykthos is the hero land, of course, of the deck. We got a lot of white mana pips, a lot of things that sit out on the battlefield. So Nykthos should be able to ramp pretty high with our Devotion to White. And Plaza of Heroes, a little bit more protection for our legendary. And that is the deck. Leave your questions in the comments. Stick around to the very end because I will show you the actual win rate of the deck, not just the games I was able to fit into the video. And please hit that subscribe and the like button and all that. Interact with the YouTube algorithm. I hate to say it, but if I don't say it, people don't do it. So they forced my hand, YouTube. They're ruining all of our time by making everyone spend 15 seconds in their video saying it. So if you hate YouTube doing that, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. All right, enough of my yammering. Let's see Verilax the Havenskin, aka Anti-Venom, in action. Okay, let's see if I was getting hilarious games when I was recording. Let's see if it works when I'm not recording. Up against Scions of the Spider. I've got a video for that commander if you're interested in that one. We'll just kind of snap keep. We got some good removal here. Noble Hierarch, not even a spider. Huh. Call yourself a spider deck. So, and then a Johnny. Is this just like a good stuff deck? I think I will just, I guess I can take a hit for a turn just to get Ornithopter down. We're going to be real, we really need to draw more land here if we want to get the commander out. Like the audio is still quite loud. While I'm wearing the headphones. Oh, you gonna fatal push my guy? Alright, well if you're gonna be like that, then I'll just play another guy. How about that? I need to be ramping. I think they're just 5-color good stuff pretending to be a spider deck. They've not played a single spider. This is just like 5-color aggro. Yeah, you know you're not attacking with the Johnny. No blocks. Like a Johnny, they're gonna get another cat. Well, Jiminy Christmas. Let's put down a blocker. And we hold up Source of Plowshares, Joust Through, Mana Tithe, Focus Fire. Here comes Philia. Maybe we shouldn't have let Philia get a. Let's Plowshares that. They might have a counterspell. Of course they do. Alright, we'll shut down this Philia thing now. Maybe. 5-color good stuff shenanigans. And we're low on 2 plus the number of creatures. Okay. Yeah. Let me just cling to dust to draw a card. Well, I think we kind of need to draw a board wipe. No attacks. We'll hold up Mana Tithe. Maybe they'll try to cast their giant spider this turn. Nothing better to do. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. No, they're just on the like good stuff. All the best cards train. Well, we will happily put some creatures in the old graveyard. Oh yeah, but then they get to flip a Johnny. Hacking a blocking creature. Alright. Hey, at least we got a land. Do I have any equipment that removes planeswalkers? Shadow Spear or Swiftfoot Boots? Is my microphone recording? Yeah, okay. But is it recording? It's not really recording any sound from... So we can play Heliod, have an indestructible creature. They just shoot us with cats every turn, though? Okay, you sure you want to put Stoneforge Mystic in the graveyard? One more white mana, I can bring it right back. Even attack with Noble Hierarch. That's aggro. Alright, well, we don't have any protection for Verilax. They're just going to counterspell it. No, they don't. Okay. What's our best option? Maybe just Split Skin Doll? Oh, wait, we don't get to draw off that, though. I guess we will get to draw with Enduring Innocence. Okay, they're just going to flashback Cling to Dust. Great. You do that, opponent. Yeah, no, that's not how Verilax works. Nice, though. Opponent just decided to play all the best cards in one deck under the Scions of the Earth Spider disguise. Never wanted to beat anybody more. Hey, we got our own Philia. I could cast Philia and see if I hit on land, then I can play Heliod. Oh, and we did. See? Question is, will Verilax survive, or do we need to somehow protect it? I think we're better off with Shadow Spear. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to equip it. Undo. Alright. See how much they want to protect a Johnny. They can play a Malcolm. But now we've gained 12. They start blinking out their tokens. Thinking I'll just blink Enduring Innocence. They played an Uro, escaped. Refilling that graveyard. All right, let's all attack. Blinking Enduring Innocence. Oh, okay. Well, see if I can trade here. They'll be able to escape it again soon. Little doggy, little puppy took out Uro. How's about that? Okay, Kiker makes a copy. Coming in with the team. Nope, just with Malcolm. They cast Fury. Will they try to deal damage to him, Verilax? Okay, well. Thanks, you just put it back where it was. And you're gonna try to duplicate Fury with Reflections of Kiki Jiki, or what? No? Land is not great. Let's draw some cards. Done that first. Selfless Sevier. And do I even hold up Mana Tithe at this point? It doesn't hurt. Let's attack. This is where I wish we had Focus Fire. They could not block. We could deal the damage to ourselves, to our own creature, and just win the game. Emperor Bones. Starts eating our graveyard. They're going to bring back what? Ophelia, okay. Interesting. It's coming in for the full attack. Oh yeah, they can blink our guy. How do I stop that? Don't think I can. Let's take a big hit. They have 4 mana. They have 5 cards. Can they bring back any of these? That's 5. That's 5. They need to get something else in the graveyard. So yes, please try to escape something. Blage, maybe? Okay. I can counter it. I knew we had that mana tithe for something. Okay. My boys are back in town. Let's scry. We don't want to draw land. Kellen's Light Blades. That might actually win. Let's see. Let's do the correct equip. And I'll attack. Block, block. And then pump Verilax. Boom! Take that, Mr. Every Amazing Rare. Okay. Verilax versus Raffles. Oh my goodness. So busted. Well, problem is a lot of our removal is this like double removal. I guess we'll do a free mulligan. See if we get that's attacking or blocking. Guess we'll get Esper Sentinel. That's at least busted. To fight busted. I was thinking of doing a teaching arena Zoomers about Rathalos, Llanowar Emissary. I believe this has been up there in the stats as one of the more winning commanders in the last couple weeks. If I recall correctly. Is Sentinel. We have a Stoneforge Mystic. A little upgrade to Verilax. And turn 3 Celestis. And turn 4 Verilax. Oh, they're letting us draw. Ooh, and we got an answer to Verilax. Look at that. I mean, answer to Rathalos. Okay. New plan. Eat Rathalos. And attack for 2. Fortunately, they're just 1 mana away from recasting it. There it is. Okay, we slowed him down by a turn. Yeah, let's Celestus. We'll offer the trade. I didn't think so. Alright, access to 7 mana. They cast Prime Time. Go and get 2 more forests. Ah, they didn't even get a gingerbread cabin. What a waste. Alright, Verilax, it's up to you. Primetime having trample means it will only grow by +5 if I block, I believe. And it won't remove the primetime. I might consider even double blocking on it. See if they attack. I'm going to get 2 more forests, so they probably will. Regardless. County of the Bambi Groves. Put more force into hand, sure. Sire of 7 Deaths, why not? First strike, vigilance, menace. Let's have menace. I'm gonna have a couple more creatures down here. So let's split skin doll, draw a card. We do hit a land drop. An untapped land drop. It's an untapped land drop. Ba-ba-boom, boom. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Go get Shadow Spear. I don't need one. I need to get an equipment in here that has vigilance. So I think I'm holding up stuff. Until they've dumped a threat that can actually get around Verilax. I'm not going to try to worry too much. I think they'll be paying this Esper Sentinel tax. They're not attacking with Prime Time or Sire. Alright. Well, I don't think I need the mana. I guess I can Celestus. What would I put in the graveyard? Maybe the tap land? At this point it would fly over them, right? Or that has reach. I hope they dump their hand and then just do a one-sided board wipe here. Nykthos. That's a lot of mana. Shadow Spear. Yeah, let's just do Celesting. We get a Cold Steel Heart, which, you know, we could cast. Razor Grasp Ambush. Focus Fire is better. I guess we'll lose that. Aiming white, of course. Pass turn. Tireless Provisioner. Food or treasure? Makes food. Okay. Sacrifices it, sure. The plains. Let's do big mana, big mana. Find something interesting. They're holding up enough mana. They could have something that gives all their stuff indestructible, unfortunately. Guess we're in no rush. Discard. You can discard one plains to play a plains. I mean, we can give our whole team indestructible. And then wipe the board. And do destroy all creatures. Philia. Use Philia to blink. That would cost us 7 life. Pass the turn. Could probably flip the Celestis, but oh well. They've got all this mana. They don't have anything to do with it. Let's make a food every turn. Ooh, Gideon Sacrifice is fun. And Flare of Fortitude. That's not terrible. Hexproof is good. Do we keep that instead of Divine Resilience? Because this is permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible. Alright. We'll discard Divine Resilience just to make them start sweating over there. And Blaine, sorry. Don't play anything. Just want to get a bigger board. I'd love to get 30 damage on the table. I mean, theoretically, this Focus Fire is a +7 on Verilax also. So, discard a card. There's more damage on the table. Food, and they can eat their food. I wonder what they're waiting for. When we're going to run out of cards? It's going to be a long game. Thrabsy. card. One of those, and I guess we may as well play one of them. Pass turn. Make food. So what do we think they're holding back? Maybe creatures? Opponent. Reading the Celestis finally, finding out what it does.
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
Discard a card. Guess I'll discard Novice Inspector. Wait, why can't I, Oh, did I just go into full control? I don't want full control. To main. Hey, Swords to Plowshares. Okay. Well, let's see. Now we have Swords to Plowshares. Let's get rid of Sire of 7 Deaths. We'll pay the 7 life. At 39, I think we can take it. Would you like to go to 40, opponent? Would you like to play your protection spell? Defend the Rider. Okay. Is there anything? I guess not. Let's just pass the turn. We got one protection spell. I think we... Oh, we're gonna discard a card. I mean, Gideon's sacrifice is so good. I like Heliod though. Heliod's just gonna be ridiculous every turn. I guess we'll lose Focus Fire. Opponent doesn't seem to like to attack. Right. Let's go ham. That comes into play tapped. Alright. Well, I'll just activate this twice. Resolve all Savalas. Savalas. Yeah, I'll just pass. Let's see, what do we... Lauren's Escape? Yeah, we don't need a single protection spell. Hit the Flare of Fortitude. Maze Mind Tome. Hate to lose you, but we'll go Skyclave Appetizer. Try to take out the Tireless Provisioner or the Selvala. Kind of surprised they just haven't played any creatures. They must be holding back creatures. Now we'll pass the turn. I think we're going to be able to make a crap ton of clerics on their end step. Vault-Born Tyrant. Okay, here we go. Decided not to hold back. Resolve all. Alright. Wait a minute. Why would you do like that? Let's do it like this. And like that. And activate. 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 How many times can we activate? Resolve all. All right, time to go. So let's Flare Fortitude. And then just destroy all creatures. See what they're going to save. Oh, they scooped it up. We got there. Okay, well, how'd we do? 25% win rate, 0% on the play, but 40% on the draw. So, hey, that's unusual. Yeah, I was just getting matched up with all the most powerful stuff, and we actually had some games where we almost stabilized, and they're like 30 minutes long. So I'm not putting them in the video, but I think you got to see what Verilax can do, and just with the games that I did put in, which are long enough. So thanks for joining me here in the attic. I've been Man of Dad, reminding you magic is a game so fun. Even Dad's can enjoy it. Adios.